Hello there, Carstairs here, and today I'm back with the Proxxon mini mill, and I've got some upgrades for it. I got them from a company in Germany called Usovo, and I'll put a link to them in the description below. They seem to specialise in parts for the MF70 upgrades. So let's have a look what we've got. So I purchased the ER11 spindle, and you have to check your serial number and make sure you get the matching spindle for your range of serial number machine. So the spindle, €119, and description says it's more stable in design, and thanks to the new ER11 collets can accommodate tools up to 8mm in diameter. But there is a caveat down here. Since the milling motor has a power of only 100 watts, larger tools must be used with care. So I got a set of these larger wheels for the mill, €59, and they just screw straight onto the existing wheels. So let's get these instructions open and have a look. Okay, so that's the collet nut. Bearing there, and the instructions. Let's have a look. Unfasten the 4 screws, remove the cover, unfasten 4 screws, pull the motor upwards, put it aside, unfasten 1 screw, pull out the plastic adapter upwards, and the old shaft no longer needed. Right, okay, start at the beginning then. Unfasten the 4 screws. Right, so I can't see screws. There looks to be nuts there holding that on. It'll be difficult to get those out. I hope this is the right one. You've got to give them the serial. You've got to choose the right one for your serial number. Right. So the cap nut. Chances of getting that one out, 0. All right, I've done it. By wedging this Torx bit in there. Oh, I hope I haven't broke that. They're plastic. Threads on, yeah. Okay, next bit of the instructions. Pull the motor upwards, put it aside, unfasten one screw. Oh, that seems to be biting. That's it, got it. Next, pull out the plastic adapter upwards and the shaft downwards. So you need to get that bit out. Shaft downwards. Okay. Where did that come from? Oh my God. Next. Mounting clip on the distance piece onto the shaft. Mounting clip. Now, fortunately, they do look to be the same. Yeah. Okay, good. Well, I don't really know what this means. Mounting clip on the distance piece into the shaft. Supposed to get the bearings out. So looking online, it's not much information, but it seems we can, I don't know whether, obviously got new bearings and I want to use them. So that must be the distance piece. That's one old bearing. Oh, and that's stuck to it. Right, okay. There's that bearing out. Yeah, pretty rough in there. Good. Now, okay, that's good. So do I put this back on, which was on the original? Probably not, because there's an extra lip there. Put the shaft into the housing from the bottom up. Okay, how's that looking? Fine. Just lay the grommet onto the shaft from above. Feels pretty good. put this washer back on. Guess that's to stop stuff getting into the bearing. Plastic adapter. So I've got the screw to go back in the top of the shaft. I've cleaned off all the old thread lockers. I'm just going to drop more back on there. Right, so now I've got to get this back on. So these are the fasteners that hold on. The motor. I think they've just been screwed on and then glued on. So I'm just gonna do the same. I'm going to use the same trick, which is jamming a Torx into there. Just tightening that one up, that's the problem. So what I've done is I've cut a slot into it See if we can get it in through that. So screws are in for the motor as good as they can be. So it's all back together now. Moment of truth. So fitting these new wheels is dead simple. Just take the handle off, and then this goes directly onto the original wheel. Find get the screw in. And then the original handle goes back there. Now that is a lot easier, It's just night and day. But as you can see, I've done the other one here, and the bigger handles do make it easier as well. So I'm going to go with the handles that I made. So what I'm also going to do is put just a bit of thread locker on. Make sure it doesn't come off. Yeah, that's a lot better. So just the one at the top now to put on. So I've been to RDG Tools and bought a reasonable set of collets. This set was £40. So I've just found a problem with this new collet system. I've changed over to a new bit, the 4mm Presto, and the head is as far down as it will go because the way cover here is as far down as it'll go, and I can't get it down any further, and that's because this new collet holder sits higher up than the old one, so therefore what you'd either have to do is lower the cutter or remove the way cover. As you can see, I've removed the way cover there. I think what I'd have to do is cut a piece off to make it correct when it's moving with the head, but it's alright for now. I'll worry about that later. So I've cut this piece back to there. It seems to be going all right at the moment. I am taking it very steady, doing shallow cuts, and it seems to be all right at the minute. Maybe I'll change over to a larger mill bit now. So 6mm is the largest you can go to before the Usovo website advises that you buy some planetary gears to increase the torque for going above 6mm. So this is the planetary gear system that Usovo sell for the MF70. It increases the torque of the motor, allowing you to use bits that are 6, 7 and 8mm, 8mm being the maximum the chuck can take. €149, so not exactly cheap. I think I'm going to stick to just the standard chuck upgrade for now. Maybe I'll get it later, but just for now, see how it goes. So obviously the benefits of just at least going up to 6 is it's much easier and quicker, or it's quicker to create skims like this, to to get flat surfaces, and I guess that having a bigger cutter does make cutting a lot quicker. So yeah, I think it's been worthwhile. So it's fairly simple to do. These instructions could do with a bit of clarification. Obviously, they've been translated from German into English, and I think something has got lost in translation, especially when it came to getting the motor out, unfasten the 4 screws. Well, there weren't 4 screws, there were 2 plastic nuts. Had to kind of blag my way through that, I guess. So that's a bit how you're doing. Things like the clip on the distance piece onto the shaft, no idea what that is. So yeah, it's fairly obvious once you get going, but as I say, that bit with the motor could do with looking at a bit more, because it doesn't seem to match what was in my machine. So after a bit of messing with it, I think it's going to be all right. I really like that I can use proper collets and proper end mills, don't have to buy the Proxxon stuff. €120 for the upgrade. Yeah, I think it's worth it with the extra sort of cutter real estate you get, especially when you're surfacing off there. The wheels, they're a big improvement. They are a bit pricey at nearly €60. So, but I feel they're worth it. I could have made my own, but I just didn't got the time. Please like and subscribe. Links to buy me a coffee are down in the description below. You can find the super thanks, which is hidden away under the 3 dots. And thanks for watching.